Today I'm going to be reviewing this Red Mountain Valley Smokeless Tabletop Fire Pit that was recently sent to me by the brand. So I'm going to open this up, show you what you get inside. So this is going to come with a little bag that it's going to be enclosed in, so that'll be nice for storage, especially like in between uses or like off season, that sort of a deal. Now, obviously this one is going to be the red color that they sent to me. They do have a variety of different colors that you can choose from. So this is going to have your heat resistant mat. This is what you're going to want to set on your table. Again, this is just going to be one that's designed to go on the tabletop. And then you've then got your other pieces in here and then your basic instructions. So it's going to show you exactly how to assemble these this tabletop smokeless fire pit on here. Now this is going to be relatively small. I don't know why they didn't make this bigger, because trying to see all this little print on here, seeing which piece goes where, to me is a little bit difficult just with the way they have this base. So you've got this one, and then I assume this, and then this, but it's kind of hard to see if it goes like that or if it goes the other way. Looks like it goes with the pointy part up, and then this part is going to go right here in the center, and then this ring is then going to go, I think it goes the other way. But again, just because the print is so small, it's not exactly easy. So removable grate C and pellet chimney D are placed inside the fire pit, shown in the picture. Put the guide ring B on top of the fire. Spread out 3 support legs to protect the barrier. So this is going to have, has little support legs on here. So that's going to be right at the bottom. 1, 2, and 3. So you're not just going to put it straight down onto there. You're going to put that on there according to instructions. And you're going to put the kindling block into the pellet chimney, ignite it until your wood starts to burn. So it's just going to kind of go right in there. You're going to have your kindling block right in there. Put the wood in around it. And then you're going to light the fire. So I'm going to go ahead and get some sticks. I'm going to go ahead and put some paper in here, test this out. The main thing that I want to test out is see how the paint on the outside handles the heat from, starting an actual fire in this. Before I go ahead and start the fire, I did want to give you the measurements on this. Obviously, getting the measurements after it started is going to be difficult just because of the heat. So all the way from the top to the bottom is going to be 7 inches. If you don't include that metal part sticking out, you're going to be about 6.5 inches or so. Now across the top is going to be about 5.5 inches across. Your depth, so this is going to be where your wood is actually going to go, is only going to be a hair over 4 inches. So it's definitely not going to be the largest one. But again, this is designed for a tabletop. It's not designed to be, a massive campfire that you're, roasting s'mores, that sort of thing on. So let me go ahead and put this back in here, and then we'll start this fire up. Now, I put some leaves in there to get started, some leaves and a few smaller sticks just to kind of get it going. So I don't have the top ring on yet, but right now I just got some fire going in there. I'm going to add some regular sticks in here in just a second. I've had this fire going here for a couple of minutes. You can see some of the flames down inside of there. All the wood has begun to catch. Now, in regards to smokeless, you can kind of see the smoke that's coming off of there. I'm not sure why these bill themselves as a smokeless fire pit, because truthfully, anytime you're burning something, I don't know how you're not going to have smoke. Maybe they're talking about, if you use charcoal instead of wood, but if you're just using like regular twigs or sticks or anything like that inside of this, you are going to get at least some smoke. Now, obviously, the amount of smoke that you get is going to vary depending on what exactly you have inside of here. It's also going to vary depending on what's sticking out. So you can see the thing smoking the most right now is that stick that's kind of sticking out the top, and then beyond that, there's not a ton. But it is smoking a good amount. Now I got some flames coming out of the top here from those sticks that are kind of going up the side. So you do want to make sure that you're plenty far away from everything. Here I'm probably a little bit too close to the rail just because there's a little bit of wind, and then the flames are almost coming out the top there. So definitely something to be careful of. So I did move it a little bit further away from the rail, and you can kind of see how high the flames are getting on this. So I assume that's what it means by the smokeless, is that you're going to have higher flames versus having a lot of smoke. Once that top stick burnt down, now what the flames are doing is they're kind of flowing up the sides and then working there in the middle. So obviously you're going to have some smoke, like a little bit here and out, but you are getting the flames are getting pretty high, and that's because of the design of this. Now, so far, nothing has changed on the red. I'm going to give it a little bit longer just to, see. I'm going to go ahead and let this burn out, and then I'll come back with you just to see if that red is going to stay, at least for this first pot fire that I built into it. But so far, the red is not doing anything besides just getting a little bit darker. So you can see here at the bottom, it's kind of a lighter red, and then now the top is a darker or a deeper red just from the heat from the fire. So I'll give it a few more minutes here, let this burn down, and then we'll look at the paint then. So I let the fire go down. It is now still hot in there. There's still embers inside, as you can see. but the fire itself is not actively putting out flames. And you can see the change in color on this. So it's not going to stay that same red color at all. It is going to change even with just your first fire. It's going to kind of change the color of it, but I'm not seeing anything that burnt off or anything like that. I am going to be careful not to touch this, as this outside is going to be hot, but the paint itself is not going to like melt or, you know, kind of flake off or anything like that, at least after the first burn, but it is going to kind of change with the brightness of the color. So when I first started, it was going to be that bright red color. Now it's more of like a deeper, really deep red, especially down to about here. And then at the very, very bottom, right down here, where there wasn't a whole lot of heat from the flames, that's still about that same reddish color. So it is important to note, if you are buying this for yourself, over time that color is going to change after the first burn, and then over time, that's with the heat, that paint color, I'm going to guess, is going to continue to change color. Same is true with this top ring. It started off silver, now it's kind of a goldish color as well.